Uche okwu ga-amaka ekene ka nge jide ka ichi jidesi ụmụnne anyị ndị ikpere anyị ike otu aha si na-agbanarị anyị in the past ọ dịghị Igbo mma ọ na-agba anya mmiri. If you recall, I met you for the first time in my house in Washington in Arafo Wasikebia, maybe in 1998 or 99. Yes, Mumbia Mepe Mbasi. I gave you a small party and a lot of moral support. So you are from the trenches. Your commitment to this cause is never in doubt as far as I'm concerned. Ngabia from the angle of the law more than the politics of it. And when you hear the MC pool, man, when something I call Article 59 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, or forbidding publication, or the way it has it here, that the decisions of the Commission shall remain confidential until the Assembly of Heads of State says otherwise. So the decision was handed on March 8 this year. I'm forbidding to go into details, but I'll give you a bit of the kernel of the decision. At issue before the Commission, the legality of the action taken by the Nigerian government in September last year in proscribing IPOB and the sustenance of that action by Justice Kafrati in February this year, pursuant to a motion to vacate. Onye na good news gama na federal government through the Attorney General approached the Federal High Court to declare IPOB a terrorist organization standing on an ex parte application. Onye na-awụ lawyer mana onye anọghị nso anaghị amụ ya ikpe. Lawyers na-akpị ọdị ọtụrụ pattern ikpe anaghị ebi n'olu ofu onye mana nke a ebiri n'olu ofu onye n'olu federal government dịka ihe ha file on record. So based on otu o si wee gaa, we decided na anyị ga approach the court ka akọwatụrụ ha na ihe a dị very serious and perhaps IPOB should have been put on notice. But they were going to the Nigeria and on Yakita. Here, the acting chief judge, Joe. So I single-handedly took the matter before the African Commission on Human and People's Rights and Joe, the Gambia. Why the proscription and declaring IPOB a terrorist organization. Then the second one will say determination. The greatest argument against self-determination, referendum, a garden variety expression of self-determination, and so on and so forth. The greatest argument is quite simplistic, but it seems to win the day. That self-determination is unconstitutional. Not because the Constitution declared it so, but because it was not recognized by the Constitution through any express provision for it. Okay, fine, well and good. But what about the other laws of Federation of Nigeria? Or not a legal argument, then a political argument in support of self-determination. And when any law that was promulgated by the British, upon which the referendum that exercised part of Cameroon from Nigeria was conducted. It was a political arrangement. There is no particular section in the 1960 or 59, 60 or 63 Constitution that guaranteed the creation of Midwest region. But it was done through a plebiscite. Plebiscite, or a word of art for referendum. Anyways, putting the political justification for self-determination aside and the historical precedents Mmadueke site, Ejemakor, Alabawaro, and when legal justification for it in Nigeria, already recognized. Prior to perhaps 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, much of the citation any proponent of self-determination with African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Then they go on to the UN Charter. Then they go on to other protocols like ECOWAS, treaty obligations. Fine. That argument easily can also be shut down. Because under Section 12 of Nigerian Constitution, Nigeria does not have to implement any treaty if it doesn't want to. It is true that the National Assembly can ratify a treaty, but the government can say, well, we are not going to implement this treaty because it's against the laws of Federation of Nigeria. But guess what? There is one particular treaty that is no longer a treaty in Nigeria. And when a total misconception, because that African Charter on Human and People's Rights, as far as that charter or provisions thereof applies in Nigeria or brought a treaty or law, what part of the laws of Federation of Nigeria, enacted by National Assembly, ratified. It's not a treaty. So this argument, not before the Federal High Court in Abuja now, it is a new argument, and based on that, I have filed a flurry of motions and applications to dismiss all the pending charges against IPOB members in the particular Nigerian court. Because Section 20 of that law, I can paraphrase it for you, say that all people shall have the unhindered right to self-determination. Section 20 of Nigerian law said that any lawyer here can check it out. A non-lawyer can also, pursuant to very good research, can also check it out. Then Section 1 makes it binding on the Nigerian state not to disturb that right to self-determination. So, as interpreted by the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, these two sections were part of laws of the Federation of Nigeria, even though they were counterpart sections, now the charter that binds all of Africa, and of course, they were counterpart sections, now the UN charter that binds the rest of the world. So, don't allow anybody to tell you that the recognition of the right of self-determination in the African Charter and UN Charter were mere force of customary international law. In other words, now they use those sections to persuade nations to let my people go, but you cannot enforce. We, as Nigerians, we have a section that backs us up. So, the Commission addressed a letter directly to the President of Nigeria, or the length is 6 pages. They pointed out a whole lot of violations and gave him 15 days to do certain things. One of them being to end what I believe and I characterize as persecution, not prosecution. As we speak, I'm waiting for a response from the Commission as to what the President might have done to call his troops home. Because if the right thing is done, he's supposed to issue directives to the Attorney General to cease and desist from further prosecution of IPOB members or anybody that as much says he believes in IPOB. Then the final point I will make is this. To the young people here, I believe in that. As we speak, 2 weeks ago, 3 youth, not the lazy type according to the president, hard-working youths of Igbo land, they arrested Newi because Haji flag Biafra. Nagara Uluakwa Agile na Alota. Ure flag of Biafra Amba na Agwegu na Alona Kosamba. I may have cost based on tip-off. So had dispersed HD 3 charge before the Federal High Court. No. So luckily, I'm on my round. So I enter appearance. I am the charge sheet. Gave her arraignment. Iya case 30th of this month. In here the idea that now HD in possession of IPOB flag. Therefore, now have a member of a proscribed organization under the Terrorism Prevention Act of 2011. Fine. So, I asked for the proof of evidence, and I got it. In fact, I met with the Commissioner of Police. He was kind enough, Mr. Omar, he go see phone here, or a video. I have a video flag and the Biafra, or flag and the IPOB. Yes, and when he had it check. So on 30th, the case might be dismissed, and this is going to be the argument for the young people now. Biafra is not a proscribed organization. IPOB is a proscribed organization. So, Kai will akonuche nada. You engage Nigeria. You engage Nigeria on that platform for now. The judge is agreeing with us. Flag Biafra Haji or IPOB. The order from the federal court declared it targeted an organization. And even that proscription itself is a matter before the Court of Appeal. We have filed a motion to stay the execution of that order. But we're not depending on that, because sometimes if you wait for the judiciary, it might be too late for you. So the advisory there, anybody that is saying anything can say it under the umbrella of Biafra. I'm addressing the few IPOB members that are here, because I'm sure you are here. Don't be caught pants down with IPOB flag, but you can carry Biafran flag, you can wear the armband or nothing. It was never the organization that was proscribed. So, because on them, didn't go no didn't go
Natawa.